Hi there, happy Friday. My name is Adis Tesfaye. I'm one of the co-founders of IsoBlack. As a Black Minnesota resident, I have seen firsthand the lack of awareness of Black-owned businesses and the lack of events that cater to Black Minnesotans. In my career, I've also witnessed a lot of Black talent come and go. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, that probably has something to do with winter, right? And actually, Greater MSP actually released a survey stating that one of the main reasons why Black professionals leave Minnesota is actually due to cultural awareness. And it's because of these issues that I'm absolutely thrilled to have an opportunity to show you a solution that is both near and dear to my heart, as well as one that will dramatically change how we find and promote Black-owned businesses, as well as increase the visibility of events that specifically celebrate Black history. Now, I'll be doing my demo from a very role-based perspective, just to give you guys some context and some background, really around how different individuals will be able to interact with IsoBlack and ultimately benefit from this solution. Now, let's imagine that we're actually leveraging this mobile app from the perspective of Jessica. Jess was born and raised in Blickham Park, and as she interacts with IsoBlack, she loves the fact that she has access to this anytime, anywhere on the go. She also loves the fact that it can easily authenticate her using her Facebook login, also allowing her to enable her location, and this will automatically let IsoBlack know exactly where she is so that it can make the recommendations as relevant as possible to her. Now, one of the first things that she sees is a message that is letting her know that Support Black is really designed to be her gateway and a directory to all Black-owned businesses in Minnesota. And it's also designed to connect her as a consumer with organizations based on her interest. Now, as she looks at the top of the page, she can browse through all of these great categories to be able to find a business that meets her needs. So maybe it's the weekend and she's actually getting excited for this virtual party she has coming up, looking for a salon to get her hair done. She can easily use that beauty category to be able to find that salon. Or because she's actually getting to the end of the workday, and let's just say in this case, she actually is very hungry, she also has the capability to leverage the category of restaurants and be able to see all of the different Black-owned restaurants in the state of Minnesota. Now, as she scrolls through, one of the restaurants that really get her attention is actually Soul Bowl. So as she's actually looking at Soul Bowl as a restaurant, she's browsing through these photos, she's halfway drooling because, again, let's be honest, these pictures are beautiful and she's very hungry. She actually has the ability to not only see information about IsoBlack, but she also has the capability to quickly spot that there are a few actions that she can take. So right away, this is allowing her to see that IsoBlack, and specifically Soul Bowl, isn't just a restaurant. This is actually an organization that really loves to give back to the community, and it looks like they actually provide free meals to families who are in need. So that's actually why they have a specific area for Venmo, is so that people like Jessica, who love to give back to their community, actually have the ability to go in and be able to give back. So notice how it automatically logged her into Venmo, so she can actually come in here and say, you know what, I would love to contribute $10, right, for the, in this case, for the food program. And then she can go ahead and save that off and submit that payment. So let's think about how simple it was for her to be able to, again, take action from this step here. Now, this is also where she would go and put in her chow now order. She also has the capability to go in and read more about this organization. So think about the fact that these action buttons are completely configurable, right? For another restaurant, the action buttons might be Uber Eats or DoorDash. And because we have the ability to use different APIs to connect to other platforms, again, it makes it that much easier for users to not only gain information, but to also take action. So in this case, she saw how easy it was for her to be able to order food online, as well as give back to the community. Now let's fast forward and say she actually got her food. It was absolutely delicious. She can save this for later. And she also has the ability to share this with her community or with her friends. Now, let's go ahead and switch gears and talk about another person. Let's talk about Morris. Now, Morris, just like Jess, loves the fact that he has so many options of how he can access IsoBlack. But one of the most important things to Morris is actually finding events in Minnesota that actually celebrates his Black heritage. Now, keep in mind that Morris is also a transplant. He's actually from Chicago. And because he's new to the Twin Cities, he's really looking forward to meeting new people as well as networking. So as he uses this Discover page, it allows him to be able to see all the different events near him. He also has the capability to leverage the filters to be able to specify exactly what he's looking for. Now, given that we're in the midst of a pandemic, he actually would love to see if there are any virtual events, but he also loves to laugh. He loves to eat food. So he's gonna go ahead and choose those filters. And now notice that everything is now relevant based on those filters. So this is actually an area where he has the capability to go in and see that the first recommendation of event is actually a Beyonce drag bunch. So right from here, he has access to be able to see the who, the when, the where, and the what. And you can also see that, this is actually about to be $30, which isn't going to break the bank, but he's actually wondering, where's that money going? And he can even see that this is actually going for a really great cause. In this case, it's actually Outfront Minnesota. So again, just like Jess, he feels really good about the ability to give back, attending this event, as well as being able to go in and say that he's actually interested or going to the event. Now, as he does that, he also has the ability to share this out. So as much as he loves to give back and drink those bottomless mimosas, he also wants to be able to share this with his friends so that he's not the only person that is actually going to this particular event. Now, the last thing to also note about Morris is the fact that he's a very proactive guy. He loves to have plans and be able to know exactly what's on his social calendar. So this specific area called Guide gives him the capability to have access to different events in these different categories, ranging from Black Lives Matter to food, nightlife, art and history and culture. So he has the capability to come in here and be able to see what are all the events that are really in this particular topic.